got just some carpet, some insulation. Oh, foot cramp. Foot cramp. So we got these lights here. No. You guys okay? It's gonna be a way to go for me. I'm super stoked. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another In the Out episode. So a lot of you have been asking me on Instagram, Facebook, and different truck cramping groups and stuff, and on here about in the last 2 episodes how I did the lights. If I had any insulation because it was so snowy, and what's going on with my curtain rods and why they're not finished yet. I actually did film this stuff back in November. I ended up getting a little sick and I never released the content. Went into a steelhead fishing episode and went into 2 new truck camping episodes and never really showed the install of the lights, the insulating the floor and the carpet, and building this curtain rod system, and then eventually finishing these curtains, which I haven't finished yet. So on this episode, I'm going to go ahead and go back, show you guys how I did all that. And while you guys are watching that stuff, I'm going to finish out these curtains. I will put links in the description of the lights, the power, the curtains, the curtain rods, anything I think that you guys might want to use for your own truck camping setups. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys how I finished out my truck and got it ready for winter on this episode. Yeah, so these are what I actually plan on using for the curtain rods. I think it's just like electrical tubing, 1/2-inch electrical tubing. And you guys can see I got just some carpet, some insulation. There's a little jacker I picked up on sale. They had like a flash sale on Amazon, so I got a pretty good deal on it. I think it'll be enough to run the lights and stuff. And then I have this little system here where I'm gonna take these guys and just put them on there like that. So we're gonna put them on there like that. And then I'm going to take the these little L brackets that I have. Gosh, where is it? Oh, right here. And I'm going to put these on so that when I get them in, I have like this little hole, like that little hole right there to hang stuff in. And I'll just mount them in the screws up here to hold the pipes up. So let's get going on it. This on there. That, and the screw goes through, and then I got these longer screws, and then I use these little nuts to go on the back to take up the extra space because they're too long. And if I put that in there, alright, so that should hold the pipe. This is just a little thing like I can clip stuff on. I might have to bend that a little bit, but let's see here. So in theory, put it on there like that, and we'll just pop into that. There we go. That was loud. That'll be the lower curtain holder, right? And they'll slide on here. And I'll put a little like permanent section on the outside here. I'm gonna have to drill another hole here to line these up perfect. Let's put the other bottom on and see if we can get both of them holding really quick. This is going pretty fast. Put this one together. Last thing I need to do is swallow a nut. Oh, that sounded weird. Jeez. Those just pop in there like that. Yeah, there we go. There's the bottom curtain rod. Now where am I going to drill a hole right there? Let's see here. There's the top one. See if I can hang stuff on these little things, I think, or connect bungees or something like that. I just thought they might be useful to have them in there like that. Do the other one. Oh, foot cramp. foot cramp. Oh, foot cramp. Okay. Let's see here. Wow, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Run that guy in there. In there. Pop that in. Boom. I think I'm going to have the curtain slide all the way this way because I don't have the whole screened area to open up. And then put little, like, you know, little screen ends on the ends. Here, let me bring you guys in here to check this out. So we got the brackets on. You can see these, they just pop in here. And then I put these little L brackets on because they have these holes to like hook stuff in. So I could hang something from up here or whatever. And then I use the bolt, the nut as a spacer back there and got longer screws. And they're just popped in. So there's the upper and lower curtain rods. And then I think I'll just, like I said, I'll have the curtain slide all the way back so that this screen area, these brand new screens, will be open in the summertime or whatever. And I'll probably even put some insulation if it's too cold in here. But yeah, that went really easy. Let's get the other ones knocked out. All right, as you guys can see, the other side's done. I kind of got lazy on that side, but the hooks don't line up, so I'm definitely gonna have to drill another hole, move those over. But these are gonna have to be cut. They're too long for that. So I gotta cut those, move those holes over. Let's see what we got with these lights here. These little LEDs are super bright. I already plugged them into the Jackery once and they're fantastic. You just put a little Velcro on there. Like this light is just Velcroed. So I have a remote here that I mounted. So when I first get there and I open up the canopy, I can just grab my remote and turn the light on. And if I want to watch movies, it can go red or whatever. It does all the colors and stuff, right? You can dim it. And then I can always just replace the batteries on that guy just as a temporary hurry up and turn the light on before I get in here, because I'll probably have my power back up in here. I'll have the Jackery set it back up in there. But back to these lights, yeah. These are Nilights off of Amazon. And we're just gonna run them, I think up top here. 1, 2, 3, 3 down that side, and then 2 in the bed box down here, light the floor. And then everything will just be in the Jackery up here somewhere or whatever. We'll figure that out and then get the insulation in. But we're moving along quick. I think the biggest problem I'm gonna have is sewing the actual curtains. So I'm probably gonna ask for help to do that. And then there's the carbon monoxide detectors in. So let's see these guys. I think when it gets dark, I'll show you these guys. But all you really need is the one side of the Velcro. Like I Velcro that. That's the other thing that's cool about this is I can turn it on and off. If I'm sleeping and I wake up and I just want to hit that one little light and it's dim, I can just touch it and turn it off, and I'll just have batteries in here. But you just use the one side of the Velcro and I can mount it anywhere. Let's see here. Okay, so that's power. And then I have, came with 21 feet of line, so there's definitely plenty of line, or wire, sorry, wire, plenty of wire. I'll get them both in the same spot. And then the 3 of them are that long. So we'll probably have one dead center, one at the end there. Yeah, I think I'll just Velcro those up. Let's go grab the Velcro so we can mount one of these lights. So, these are all 2 feet apart. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm just gonna mount want this middle one dead center. The nice thing about this is I can move them if we decide that they're not in a good spot. If we do that, that's going to give me tons of contact. Put that guy right there. Let's do this guy. And so it's saying you only need the one side of the Velcro because it just sticks to the canopy so well. So that's cool. I'm getting excited. I'm getting lights. I can't believe I'm decking this thing out like this. It's gonna be awesome. Boom. Let's finish wiring up the lights and get the curtains. And I'm gonna fix those bolts up there, those holders up there, so we can get the other. And I gotta cut the other curtain rods, and we'll keep moving on. What's going on, everybody? So as you can see, it's Wednesday. I think last time we filmed was Sunday. Just been working and I haven't been feeling that great. So tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody out there. Hope you can spend some time with your loved ones and your family. And I'm super thankful you guys are here watching. You can see I've got the wires hid. They're coming out the middle of the bed up there. And I'm just waiting to cut them. Getting the flooring in. Getting the insulation in. I think I'm just going to insulate the floor. I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to do the sidewalls yet because eventually I want to get the liner in here. But as you guys can see, all of the rods are up, the curtain rods. I need to make the curtains and put them in, and then I'm getting ready to dial the wiring in, but I gotta get the floor done so I can put the bed back in, because the bed I want to mount lights in and do all that stuff. So I got the bed pulled out right now, and but we're moving forward. Like I said, it's the night before Thanksgiving, so I finally have a day off. I have a pretty good job, so I want to keep it. So I work really hard and do this stuff at night. But cheers to another year. Gosh, it's almost the end of the year. It's gonna be Christmas, and then we're in 2023. It's amazing. Whew. All right. Well, as you guys can see, it's raining out like usual. I think it's gonna rain for the next 5 months, so I'm just gonna have to get used to that. But what I did was, so I've got my lights going around the upper part of the topper here that can be disconnected and connected. And then these are the lights that I mounted into the front of the bed that I'll show you guys in a second. And then this will be the power cord that plugs into the Jackery. So in theory, if I plug these in right, I'll plug that one in. Plug my bed in. Okay, now if I plug the lights into the box, the top should come on and the bed should come on. Let's plug that in and we'll turn it on. And the bed didn't come on. Let's see here. All right, so let's try this again. So I think I have the wires backwards, of course. Like, I don't know. One of them has a white stripe on it. You'd think I'd connect the white stripe to the white stripe, but let's see. There we go. You guys see those? Floor lights, top lights. Wiring's done. All I gotta do is disconnect these, and I can pull my bed out, take the jackery out. I mean, I can take the jackery out just by unplugging it, but if I need to take my bed out, I can unplug it, pull it right out here, and then, yeah. All right, lights are in. Let's get the floor done. You guys okay? Rain's trying to come in on me. All right, so there's a insulated and carpeted floor. I know it's kind of rough. I'm gonna have to get something to stick the carpet down a little better. This was just the cheap, like $20 roll from Lowe's. Who knows, I might do it over someday, but for now the floor's insulated and carpeted. I'm gonna put the bed in and mount it. Man, it feels so much softer with that insulation and that carpet on there. All right, moving on. All right, so honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna get that in there without messing that up. She likes to run away a lot. Cleo, you need to start staying. I'm wondering if she's my little guardian dog. My shepherd stays good, but Cleo not so good. Sage good. Anyway, I'm gonna get that in there without moving that carpet around. It's nice and slow. Let's see if we can do it. You guys see from there? I can't remember if I showed you guys, but I put a chain in there because this was hitting my window, which it's really close. was hitting my window when it would open inside, because it opens too high to get past there. So I put a chain to stop it from opening. I'm gonna put these bottoms in because we're gonna cut the drawer out here, or the slide out will come sliding out, and it has to be able to slide out with stuff still in there. So as you guys can see, I do have a curtain setup in here, and I ordered these on Amazon. They actually come in these little packs. I think they're 18 inches by 4 feet, which worked out really well because I'm not a great sewer. I am gonna have to sew the bottoms, so we're gonna do that in this episode. I'll sew the bottoms and finish installing them. One of the things that I had to switch was I flipped my hook system around. It used to be facing up, now it's facing down to accommodate for that 18 inches so the curtains would actually fit. But as you guys can see, they work really good. They slide the whole distance. I'm gonna make ends to cover the ends here that are exposed on all of the windows and get that done. But I'm gonna take these curtains inside and I'm gonna stitch this bottom. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna stitch this bottom so that it actually has a loop and feeds around as well. And then we'll go from there. So let me get these stitched up and then we're gonna finish installing all the curtains. I am gonna go around in the rest of the truck and flip the hardware over so that it's facing down and facing insides to the window versus outside to the window, because they were too long and they still fit really well. Plus they don't cover my lights as much because it dropped them down a little bit. So I'm gonna flip all that stuff around, get these curtains sewed up, and then we'll install the two sides, the front and the front. I do have to order an additional curtain for the back. I'm still not sure how I'm gonna do that, because I think when I open my back canopy window, I still want the curtain to come down, but there's going to be situations where I also want it to attach to the actual window and hang on to the window. But let's go get these sewn and then get them installed. But first I'm going to flip around all the hardware really quick.
Hell yeah, dude, we eating today. Somebody's grabbing my leg, somebody's grabbing my leg.
I was thinking I should set up a
Hey, you gonna help me put the curtains in? That's a little better. All right, so we have the curtains done. At least the main parts of the curtains done here. 1, 2, 3. I had future Miss In the Out sew those up for me. Turns out the sewing machine is very scary, and the little needles are very sharp, and I'd rather get cut fishing by fishing hooks than by those little needles. Anyway, I'm gonna string one of these on and see how they fit. Of course, my cats and my dogs to get hair all over my curtains. Here's the bottom that we just sewed. All right, there we go. And then she's making the ends right now to slide on, which I'll have on permanently. It's a little tight down here, but I'm just slide them back. There we go. We can slide them all the way back, have all this window open. They should black out pretty good. We'll test tonight. They're probably a little tight on the bottom. You know, don't flow as smooth as I wanted, but lesson learned there. But they work, they're gonna work great. We'll get the ends on. I do have, I got a drill bit and screws. to put a screw through these just to make these mount in a little better. They bend them out so they travel a little easier. But all right, there's that one. I'm gonna get the other ones installed. Sweet. Window's not froze shut anymore either. If you guys saw the last episode, the window's froze shut on me. That's pretty wild. I got some, no, I'm rambling. I got some, whatever, that dry lube to put in there too. Help them open and close a little bit. And I do have limbo tint on the windows, but at night you can see the lights on in here and stuff. It's all lit up in here. So this will be nice for at night, especially like stealth camping and stuff, and just, you know, wanting like pure privacy. It's gonna be a way to go for me. I'm super stoked. I do like the way that they turned out. So this window appears to be a little taller, which I didn't account for in my sewing. So I have to order another one for the front because I sewed it too short. This window is wider. I just made the assumption that it was the same as the sides, so I'm gonna have to restitch that one. I might as well order the back one, and then I'll just catch those up, but you guys get the gist of it. And I think the side ones are gonna work really well. The only thing I wanted. Sounds of spring. Frogs are going crazy. Got the side curtains done. I know I got to get the bigger one for the back and make some adjustments since it didn't fit and I didn't measure. Always measure, guys. I learned that when I was building the bed. You always got to measure. But I had a lot of fun. The insulation on the floor and the carpet is so nice on your knees. Like, I highly recommend like padding your floor and putting some carpet down. The lights are fantastic. I'll leave a link in the description about where I got the lights, and the little jackery works great for power and stuff and charging my phone and charging the fan. And the curtains came out fine. I'd probably make some tweaks to like the design and stuff, but for a first go and never doing this before, I'm really happy with the truck and the way it came out. I can't believe I used to be sleeping on the floor in here in a sleeping bag and just had everything piled on this side. In that first, one of the first episodes I did, the seafood pasta, it just was sleeping on the floor and still had the old gold canopy. But I'm super excited about how far this has come. Getting ready to head out this weekend and film another episode, so stay tuned for that. But I appreciate you guys watching. Hit that thumbs up for me. And if you guys want to see me camping in this and hanging out in it, go check out this episode. I was out in the woods by a mountain lake. It was super fun to film. Had a great time. Did some BLTs. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the woods. You gonna help me put the curtains in? You gonna help me put the curtains in? It's Westy. Huh, Wes? Or are you gonna go get birds and mice? We're gonna put the curtains in that your mommy sewed. All right, watch out there, Tot. Coming in.